One of the worst things I've heard come out of a grown man's mouth is life isn't fair. And like, what do you even say to that? I'll fix my chain real quick. Like, what do you even say to that? Life's not fair. Okay, water's wet. I don't know, like what? What do you even want me to say to that? What am I even... Like, life's not fair for literally no one. No one gets to say, wow, life is fair. And like, people will like to pull weird... It's just one of those things, like, where you focus your energy, like, that shit grows, right? So, like, for example, like, if someone who's, like, going through, like, financial problems, right? Let's just say they're having trouble paying their bills or something. Credit card debt, whatever, right? That in that moment, they're focusing on, like, a lack of money. They're, like, you know what I'm saying? Focusing on the lack, scarcity mindset. Financially. And so like they're gonna be the type of person, like, they'll say, oh, life's not fair because X, Y, and Z. And then you'll tell them, like, life's not fair for like literally nobody. No one gets to enjoy life all the time. Like, life isn't fair for anybody. Well, there's people who have X amount of money and people who are born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Like, they're gonna want to pick one of two situations. A person, the exception to the rule, right? The one random billionaire kid that hit the genetic lottery, whom, mind you, is still gonna have his own problems in life. I'm gonna let this plane fly by. I'm just kidding. TSA, don't come after me. Feds see this shit. Imagine. But you know, they're gonna be the type of person that'll look and pick out this one random exception to the rule, or pick on the person who like had to grind and work for money and bust their ass and figure it out. Which is like a moot point, because mind you, in both situations, first of all, it's stupid because, again, like, yeah, of course, you're gonna look, you're not gonna look at the average person's average experience, right? Like, we're speaking in generalities, but of course, people will always like to look at the exception to the rule, the one out of 2,000 people they want to pick on this one random thing and try to make a case. But that aside, it's like those people are still gonna have issues, dumbass. They're still gonna have trials and tribulations. Okay, it might not be financial ones. It might be different than you. Or get this, they might have financial problems. You don't know that. You don't know that. You know, some of the craziest things I've heard of, I'm big on perspective, right? And I was watching a video one time with this author named Robert Greene. Probably a lot of you have heard of him. He wrote 48 Laws of Power and stuff like that. He mentions how, you know, your perspective is important, because let's say you have somebody who hits the lottery, and you might think that's the greatest thing that could happen to them, right? Oh, you're lucky you hit the lottery, blah, 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 right? Okay, cool. But what happens when that person goes broke, spends all their money? Like, it's one thing to be born into poverty and kind of like not know any better and just grow up not having and like kind of being okay, because it's like, well, you don't know what you don't know, right? Versus having nothing, having everything, and then losing it. That's a pain that like most people wouldn't be able to comprehend. Do you understand? Like, that person would probably be suicidal, honestly. Like, not even joking. At the sheer thought that they had it all and they blew it. Or how about that same person is gonna have all types of people coming after them, all types of family members coming out the woodworks, and friends that they haven't seen or heard of. Oh, remember the time, bro? Yo, remember when I loaned you $4? Yo, remember when I gave you a piece of gum in middle school? Like, all these people that think they're entitled to some shit. like that's a nightmare. There's these little, like, life is so not black and white, and the more people want to make it black and white is like the less honestly it is. Like, nuance is a real thing. Like, life is mostly, when you're a child, like, life is black and white for sure, right? It is, because that's just the easiest way we can comprehend things. Like, Batman is good, the Joker's bad. This is good, this is bad. This is good, this is bad. Chocolate chip cookies is good, veggies is bad. Like, that's how our little brains help. Like, it helps to, like, put things in boxes. But, like, when you get older, that shit doesn't apply. And, like, I feel like people do it because it helps. It helps with their retardation. And I mean that in the least politically correct way. Like, it hurts to think for some people. Like, I genuinely think they get headaches from thinking, because it's just easier to say all X is bad, all blank is bad, all blank is good. All of this one thing, I'm just gonna generalize this whole thing into one category. All these freaking pine trees, this exact type of pine tree, all of them suck. They're all bad, every last one of them. Not one of them is good. Nothing good comes from them. There's nothing that you can tell me that's good about these damn trees. Nothing at all. They're all bad. Every single one of them is bad. They're evil. They're pieces of crap. Like, what? Again, back to my original question. What do I even say to that? Like, what am I supposed to tell you? It's a trick question. Don't cast your pearls before swine, right? Like, don't even bother, because you just gotta let some people, like, you are so far gone. And the bottom line is, man, this is coming from somebody who, my life turned upside down when I got that cancer diagnosis. And if this is the first video you stumbled upon of mine and you don't know, long story short, I have videos on it. Go through my videos, you'll see. I walked through my cancer journey, my chemo journey. But long story short, if you don't feel like watching that, I got diagnosed with testicular cancer last year. It's about to be, yeah. I'm almost a year out of treatment at this point, currently at the time of the filming of this video. And unless you've been through something like that, or someone you love has been through something like that, you couldn't fathom the way that your perception of reality just literally like shatters. Like, literally shatters. Your world falls apart and you're literally in a black void of, like, nothingness. It's just kind of like, what the actual fuck just happened? What? Like, my brain, I remember, couldn't process it right away. Hearing it. That wasn't fair. At all. But as much as I couldn't, like, grasp it, not once did you hear me say, this isn't fair. The thought in my head was like, how did this happen? How could this happen to me? How could this happen at this age? But it was never, well, this life sucks, life isn't fair. It's like, no shit. But to throw the baby out with the bathwater and say life sucks or life isn't fair, how about all the times when life was fair? Or better yet, how about all the times life wasn't fair in your favor? Your favor. Because there's definitely time. If you think long, hard enough, pause, if you think, though, you can definitely find instances in your life where something was not fair for someone else, but it benefited you, and you probably sat there like, shit, I'm about to say nothing because what? I'm about to keep this. What? Somebody dropped $5. Yoink, this is mine now. Like, that's not fair. That's not yours. Give it back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ups and downs, man. Shades of gray. Life is not black and white. Life is not just unfair. Life is not just shitty. Life is beautiful, man. Life is a blessing. Every single breath, every single day, life is a blessing. And I say that as somebody who has constant moments of frustration and just sheer ungratefulness. I have them. I still have them. Even after having something as serious as cancer and going through that whole shit, I did not reach enlightenment. I'm not. Some days I'm great. Other days I'm not. And in between those days, I'll have 10 minutes where I'm feeling great. I'll have an hour where I'm doing good. And then I'll have 5 minutes where it falls apart. And up and down we go. Round and round we go. Like, life is a whole experience. Things are not good or bad. They're good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not one or the other. It's both. It's both. And I'm sure I've talked about this a million times, but as long as it's something that's near and dear to me and that it could potentially help as even a slight reminder to somebody who's watching this, like, your perspective is everything. It is literally your perspective on anything and everything is the narration that is the story of your life. And so, yes, life isn't fair. Absolutely. But as a grown-ass man, how do you rationalize saying something like that without counting the wins? You know, when I was going through chemo and I couldn't really eat, the only thing I ever wanted in that moment was to be able to enjoy my food without feeling nauseous. It's not until you've been robbed of basic things and broken all the way down do you actually really get to understand how pathetic you really are. All of us, every last one of us. We have just some of the most pathetic moments in our lives that we should really, be ashamed of and then kind of like learn and do better. Because, randomly the other day I was scrolling through Instagram and I found some kid that had a brain tumor. And I thought, mind you, this kid is like a terminal. Like with my cancer, it's like a 98% cure rate. Thankfully, I'm grateful for that. But this kid, is brain tumor, inoperable. He's got his expiration date is he won't live potentially to see like his teenage years or whatever. How's that fair? I wouldn't trade I wouldn't trade any of my worst days. I wouldn't trade any of the shittiest days that I had as a teenager to be in that kid's position. If God himself came and told me, I'm going to shorten your life, or you can have just a bunch of shitty, miserable days. And I know. I'm sure there's people that are going to say, well, what's the point if my life is only bad and only this and only miserable? Again, it's a trick. It's a trick question, right? Because I already said it before. The very fact Duality is dual. It's two. You can't have good without bad. You can't enjoy the sunshine without the rain. You can't. There is no way to enjoy it. And so if I only knew rain, if I only knew sunshine, if I only knew one way that we deem as negative, it's only negative because we know there's a positive. But again, you don't know what you don't know, right? You don't know what you don't know. So let's say I had to live out all my days where it rained every day. How would I know the difference? You know what I would do though? I'd appreciate the fact that I got to experience rain. I'd appreciate the wind. I'd appreciate that when I was trying to fall asleep, the pitter patter of the rain on the window helped me fall asleep faster. I'd appreciate that the rain helped the greenery and the trees and the flowers grow. And I'd sure as hell be mad some days because I want to go play outside, but it's raining again. And here we go. It's raining. The same shit that I do now. Same thing you probably do now. Your worst day is someone's blessing. And that's not an opinion. That's a fact. Life isn't fair. But that's what makes it fair. And instead of worrying about how and why life isn't fair, why don't we give that same energy to when life is fair? Why don't we highlight when life is awesome? Why don't we take in the moments of joy with the same energy that we do the moments that just suck ass? If you're watching this and hearing this, it's for a reason. Don't ever kid yourself. I appreciate you if no one else does. Appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you for watching. The sun appreciates you, even though it's making me sweat. But again, it's good and bad. Life really is what you make it.